The state of Oklahoma executed its first inmate of the year today, ending a case that dates back to 2003. Scott Eizember died by lethal injection for the deaths of AJ and Patsy Cantrell and sending law enforcement on one of the longest manhunts in state history. 2 News anchor Erin Christie was at the state penitentiary to outline today's events for us.
One of the witnesses at the execution today was Scott Eizember's daughter. I was told when the curtain rose, they looked at each other and he mouthed, "I love you." Eizember's official time of death, 10:15 a.m. His requested last meal, a medium rare ribeye and 2 orders of fries. He addressed the witnesses before his death, saying in part that he's told his truth and that he was at peace. Victims' family members are glad to move on after 20 years.
If we live long enough, we will all lose someone that we dearly love, but to lose someone to murder is a pain that no one should ever experience.
The Cantrell's grandson told the media today was the only way to end their family nightmare.
My hope is that their memory can pull itself further and further away from this darkness and be seen in light once again, void of his name, which I'm not going to say today. It's not worth.
Eizember filed a last-minute lawsuit when prison officials denied his spiritual advisor's presence, claiming the spiritual advisor had an arrest history and was a security concern. Ultimately, Reverend Jeff Hood was allowed inside and there wasn't a problem. The prison director said the lawsuit won't change protocol.
At this time, there's no plan in place to amend any of the rules we have for clergy. The agency will continue to ensure the security through the careful vetting of all witnesses, making decisions on a case-by-case basis.
The Cantrells were neighbors of Eizember's ex, who had filed a protective order against him. He broke into the Cantrell house in an effort to stalk her when they became victims of murder.
It's been a journey, a long, painful journey, and I don't believe in closure. I don't like people to use that word to me because the only way we would ever have closure is if they came back to us, and we know that's not going to happen.
The Cantrell's nephew also took the opportunity in front of the microphone to address domestic violence plaguing our society. He urges parents, talk to their daughters, don't ignore signs of abuse and report it. At the state penitentiary in McAllister, I'm Erin Christie, 2 News Oklahoma.
Oklahoma Attorney General Gentner Drummond spoke on today's execution, saying in part, after nearly 20 years, justice is served. I understand that nothing can ever lessen the pain of a loved one's death, but I pray that today brings closure and some measure of peace to the Cantrell family.